Oh, yeah, he did. I just got there just in time to catch like the last 2 minutes, Robert. It's kind of. I woke up this morning right at 3:30, which is when he goes live here our time. I woke right up at 3:30. I said, "Oh, dog's going live. I'm going back to sleep." And I rolled over, went back to sleep, got up, and just as I got on, he was ending it. I was only going to sleep another half hour, but I slept from 3:30 till 5:30. Yeah, I slept from 3:30 till 5 without waking up. I meant to only just sleep another half hour or something like that, be able to catch a little bit more of the stream, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm still debating on going back to bed again. Michigan's GA is a Karen. Good morning, Junkyard. I just got to look at something here. Oh, that's cool. Good morning, Kevin Miller. Everybody's over on the D-line side chatting. Oh man, it's 91% chance of rain today. Don't sound like it's going to be an outside day. I don't know. I haven't even woke up enough to find out how my bones are feeling yet this morning. I need to fire up the chainsaw and cut a few more rounds of firewood. I had to switch up to higher speed internet. Yeah. Oh, I kind of like this. You know what I like about D Live is I like the fact that on D Live you can give back to your followers. You know, it's on YouTube. It's all a take. You know, for the channel owner. But one thing I really like on this here is the revenue that a person makes off the channel. They can share it back with their viewers. I mean, so it doesn't have to be a one-way street. And I'm not here for the rewards. I'm not saying it's not nice to receive the rewards, but that's not why I did videos or anything or live streams. You know, people can say, "Well, hey, Robert got all 113 of them." People can say what they want about the D Live, but I really think the D Live is a good platform. Mm. 113 lemons there, Robert. Got everything right. I'm surprised Junkyard didn't grab any of those. Thank you. I appreciate the ice cream cone. You know, I've always felt like YouTube should distribute that money differently. That you should get. Not only should the channel creator get a percentage of the money, but I think that YouTube should share, or at least allow the channel owner to share with the viewer a percentage of the ad revenue that's made. That so it's whatever you when you're watching YouTube advertisement, I think the viewer should get some ad revenue for that too, just for watching it. A lot of lemon juice. Yep, go make lemonade. Thank you, Junkyard. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think it'd be a good deal if YouTube would say, hey, you know what, we want to reward our viewers too. I mean, obviously the big channels are still going to make really good money because they're going to be getting a lot more views than they can give to somebody else. Yet the person watching the video, he's getting a little bit of reward for having to suffer through some of the advertisements that's there. I mean, do you guys, any of you watch Stephen Gardner? I think it's pretty cool what he does. Oh boy, it was cold last night outside when I went outside the focus area junkyard. It had a bite. That outside definitely had a bite to it. 27. Brr. It felt like 30 here, even though it was like 39, I think it was. Morning, Gene. Most of the chat is over on the D Live side over there. That's where I'm streaming at. D Live, where even the viewer can get rewarded. Yeah, I haven't even stepped outside to have a cigarette yet, even though I'm going to guess it's right at 30. I'm going to guess it's 33 to 35 degrees out this morning. But who knows? It could be cloudy and rainy out there. I haven't stepped out yet. I was going to ask you something, Junkyard. You was talking about what was you was talking about? Something about mowing or something. You know, I'm talking about when you're mowing the grasshoppers. No, he was making something. I can't remember what it was. Chill factor of 22. Brr, brr. Kevin, too cold for me these days. I used to love the cold weather, and I still do, but I just don't like what it does to my body anymore. What's the chill factor there, Robert? Because Kevin was saying it's 22 degrees chill factor. Whiner. Yep, I am. More than Tim hairballs. I've got some new nerve damage that's popping up. I haven't seen a doctor about it, and I'm not going to see a doctor about it because they Googled it on up and did my own self diagnosis, and it's not the end of the world, but I got some nerve damage that's causing burning sensation in my thigh. My whole thigh, my whole right thigh feels like it's on fire, and every now and then I get stabbing pains in that leg. Really weird, but it's just nerve damage from a back injury. Nothing they can do about it, they said in what article that I read. So what's the point of going to the doctor over it? Here, take some more pain meds. Don't worry about it if it hardens your stools and constipates you. It'll be okay. Oh, you can't poop? Well, here, take some more medicine. This will clean you on out. Oh, your stools are making you bleed. Well, here, take this medicine. And on it goes. Morning, water bug. Only the good-looking ones there, Tim. Not them ugly doctors. Man, I tell you what, I had one doctor. I tell you what, Tim, years ago when I turned 40, my wife talked me into going to the doctor to have a physical. So I go to the doctor for my first physical that I had since grade school. Dreading it. And so I go to the doctor, and of course the doctor wants to check the prostate. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with my prostate. He says, hey, you're here for a physical. You're 40. It's time for you to start having your prostate checked. Hey, Goose, you're going to enjoy this story. Well, this doctor, he was a Swedish doctor. He was a big Swede. I swear to God, his fingers were the size around as my wrist. I mean, that guy was a big dude. I mean that's the only time that I've had my prostate checked, and I ain't ever have my prostate checked again. That hurt. I mean that hurt. Hashtag support Christy. Yeah, I'm surprised none of the YouTubers gave Christy any support. Only us evil Slade gang members gave Christy any support. And Kevin gave her support too. Kevin Elming, that is, not Kevin Miller. Hey, it's affordable there too, huh, Moose? I mean, they even actually pay you for the prostate exams there at the truck stop. Well, since then, Tim, I've had a tattoo place there that says exit only. I'm going to have to ask Tammy about that. Tim, I'm going to have to say, Tammy, have you ever waited until he fell asleep and then, mm-hmm. Oh. Well, I tell you what, the heat is getting bigger and bigger. Might be a bigger dog. I mean, he just keeps on getting bigger and turning into a bigger and a bigger baby all the time. I'm constantly wanting my lap. Ah, probably my usual breakfast brought tacos, water bug. Tammy got embarrassed at the doctors. When Tammy went into the doctor for your physical, was Tammy said, "Hey, put him in the chair with the stirrups. Put him in the chair with the stirrups. Put him in the chair with the stirrups." Take care, Robert. You got up and laughed. I don't blame you. The whole time Tammy was yelling, "Put him in the chair with the stirrups. Put him in the chair with the stirrups." Did Tammy yell, "I'll help hold him down"? Oh, I don't think I'll ever go back to the doctors. I'm done with them. Oh, all doctors are is just employees for the insurance companies and um, the pill popping network, or whatever that's called, for medicine. They don't work for themselves. They work for the insurance companies, and they work for the and the meds. Get quiet, had to refresh. That's something that happens, Junkyard. I haven't had any problem with my chat freezing up that since I updated my D Live. Yeah, pharmaceutical companies. Doctors are employees of the pharmaceutical companies. They're not self-employed. Big pharma. Yeah. What I hate about doctors, I mean, if you're going to be, if you were in business, you would know your business. You know the ins and outs of who you're working with, in business. As a general contractor knows what their subs are going to do, and they can lay it on out to their clients what the subs are going to, what they can expect from the subs and stuff. You don't get that from a doctor. You go to a doctor, they say, okay, well, you gotta go over here to go to test. I said, okay, well, is my medical care going to take care of that? Yeah, your Medicare will take care of everything. Boom, boom, boom. They should know what your insurance is going to do. They work with your Medicare, but they don't. They don't even know what the Medicare will cover or not. The next thing you know, so that you go see this other specialist, and your Medicare gets back to you and says, I'm sorry, but we don't cover that. You're going to have to pay your own bill." Like, wait a second, I wanted to have it done. I didn't feel the need for it, but the doctor said I had a need for it. I wanted it done, but he said it was paid for. And now I've got to come up with money. That's BS. And you know what? They're working for Social Security to collect that money. I need someone to practice on it. Well, they ain't gonna practice on me no more. Uh-uh. Oh, that's okay, Peter. You can let Daddy get up. Let me get up, girl. Oh, and you start yapping, I'll slap you, Linda. Should be so mean to Linda. I'm not mean, Linda. Only when you bark. breakfast on it. Yeah, right. Take care, gentlemen. Let's see here. Let's put more water on to make more coffee. Got a little bit of coffee left in my thermos. After 24 hours, it ain't very warm. Not very warm at all. It's kind of like Luke cold. Luke cold coffee.
You can have my coffee.
Yours would be Luke cold too, Deanna.
That's it. I don't want it anymore. That chocolate I added coffee to.
There you go, water bug. I'll just drop it in chat. I ain't too worried about it. Cold coffee. Just carry that stick together. I don't know if y'all can hear me there. I can see chat. Suppose I could bring the phone in here. There's the water bug.
All right, let me close my camera off.
There's the water bug.
Hey,
There you go. Let me I muted you there for a minute there, water bug, while you get things set up on your side there.
Okay. I got my camera off now. See?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sitting in here in this little dark room. You doing all right this morning?
Pardon?
I say, you doing okay this morning?
Oh yeah, I'm always doing fantastic.
Yeah, them old doctors and them health clinics and them hospitals, if they know you on Medicaid or Medicare, boy, they gonna try to bring you in all the time to get that extra money.
Yeah.
I just I'm like you. I try to stay the crap out of them. You know.
Yeah. I'm never going to have my cholesterol ever checked again, ever again. I'm never going to have my salt intake checked, any of that stuff. I'm like, you know what? It will be what it will be. Now I'm going to live to take care of myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to have it checked. I'm not going to. get on a bunch of pills.
No.
Then again, I've always tried to take care of myself on that matter. I've always had a pretty healthy diet, so I mean, the doctor said my cholesterol, my everything. The only thing that I got bad about my health is my smoking, and being that it's always been pipe tobacco that I've been smoking for the most part. And
Yeah.
it hasn't affected, it doesn't have all the chemicals that cigarette tobacco has.
Yeah. I stay around about here lately. I've been staying. My weight been like 205 to 210, maybe every now and then 212. But I stay pretty active too, like you do. I'm always out doing something, and I do.
Well, I sure wish I could get down to 212.
Well, you're a tall guy, though. So I ain't about 5'10".
Okay, yeah, well, I'm just a little over 6 foot now.
Yeah. So you got me on height and all. But I get out and do things, man. I can't stay in this house all the time.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I just and I take a vitamin C and I take a fish oil pill, and I take a pill every now and then for blood pressure if I think it's up.
Hey, don't forget to take some cod liver oil.
So what now?
Some cod liver oil.
Is it good?
Oh, it's a good fish oil. Yeah, that'll clean you right out.
Oh, I ain't gonna take that then. I won't take that.
That cod liver oil, it will induce labor on a pregnant woman.
I bet it will. I bet it will. Yeah, that's the main thing is I believe is just staying kind of acting and busy and doing things, and your body will do better than me. Now, I know some people ain't able to do it. I understand that.
Yeah.
They probably ain't.
Being active helps a lot.
They probably ain't. They don't go by. I'm outside biggest part of the day when it's daylight. During the summertime, I'll be outside a little later at night. I like to do night fishing during the summertime.
Yeah, I sit outside quite a bit, even if I can't work. Even if it's too cold for me to work, I still try to sit outside and breathe more fresh air.
Well, that's what my daddy always said. He said, nothing else, go out there and get your old chair set in or sit on a bucket of blocks or something and get that sun on your skin.
Yep.
Breathe that air. By the time I go to the doctor, they want to always try to say you for every 3 days a month. Every 3 days. I don't see why in the hell you got to see a doctor every 3 days a month myself.
Yeah, they just want the money.
Yeah, you on Medicare or Medicaid. They damn sure want you to get it, then they want you to pay a damn deductible copay. Some places.
Well, if you have Medicaid, it's all free.
Yeah, I know if you got Medicaid, but Medicare is not.
No, that's the deal. I mean, Medicaid, because of my income, Medicaid will pay for my Medicare.
Yeah.
But I opted not to do that. I paid my own way. I ain't gonna, Medicare is still, even though it ain't a very good insurance, it's still cheap. At least, I mean, I pay $135 a month.
That's
I can't
what
remember now. I think it's like $135 a month. That's relatively cheap from what everybody else has to pay. So I figure,
Now,
I don't need Medicaid paying my Medicare insurance tab.
now, since we get that raise, they gonna jack up that. You know it.
Well, yeah, they do all the time. That's why I'm never excited about getting a raise. Usually
I
the raise
don't.
that I get, they raise my Medicare more than my rate, so I end up making less and less each time they jack that up.
I wish they. Uh, I mean, it's terrible. They don't leave them the insurance part of the law. Let us pay one flat rate since we've been on it so long. You know it. But they don't look at it
Yeah,
that damn way.
I think they need to drop the insurance. They need to just not even supply. I personally, I think the government should phase out Medicare and Social Security. Period. I think it needs to be phased on out. Now, I grant you, people that have paid into it all their life, they don't have no other choice to invest in. But for the kids that are starting out now, you got to give them a chance to invest in their own futures, not in both invest in Social Security. You got to start reducing. You got to reduce what they have to pay in so they can invest in their own.
I agree with you.
We got to get back to what this government was. This government we were responsible for taking care of the government, not the government taking care of the people.
Exactly. And so many people don't see that. So many people don't see it.
Yep. I do believe very strongly in charity. I'm a strong believer in charity, but I don't believe in that charity coming from government.
Not from these young people and these illegal. I mean, I'm not trying to get on politics, but no, I'm with you. I do believe in charity if somebody needs it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or a helping hand or something. I just drunk so much damn coffee this morning. I'm tied it in a $2 rubber band.
It's starting to swell up like a yellow balloon, huh?
Yeah. I drunk so damn much this morning, I got a damn headache from it. I ain't drunk nothing since Saturday. I didn't drink nothing. Wow. I drank some tea and water and eats a lot of fruits. I love peaches, boy. To me, I love me some doggone peaches in the can.
Well, Junkyard says that Medicare is going to be $170 a month now.
How much?
Ooh, boy, yeah, 170. Yeah, when I started on out, I think it was 100. I think it was 135 a month when I started out, so that sounds about right. 170.
Yep, that's what they said mine was going to go up to 170, 169. Yeah, that's what it was.
Well, if they keep on doing that, eventually, and I'm going to have to drop my Medicare insurance too. I mean, I'm going to have to just drop it because I ain't going to have Medicaid pay for my insurance. I'm not even going to go there.
Well, it's different. If you was using it all the time, every time and all the time, but you like me, you better sell and go to a doctor.
Yeah, for me, it's not even different for that case. I mean, I just don't believe that it's the government's business to take care of it. And if I can't afford my own insurance, then I shouldn't have it.
Yep.
My lack of planning is not you guys' emergency.
Yeah. I see. Y'all get some pretty weather. Y'all getting rain out there today?
Yeah, it's a little rainy. I just stepped on outside, and it's a light rain. It's warmer than I thought.
We got a little rain this morning early.
It's 48 degrees out.
You almost cooked us some spam. I like me some spam. Spam.
I don't eat spam. That stuff, man. That stuff give you cholesterol.
Damn. Grizzlies very seldom I eat it, and it's some stuff she opened up a couple of days ago, and I said, sure, I'll just go ahead and cook that where it won't go to the bad,
Uh-huh.
Hey, Brian J.
Morning, Brian.
Yeah, no, I won't eat it all the time. I try to watch that stuff too. Watch what I eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like some scrambled eggs and some spam or really about anything. Eggs are good for you too. Eggs are good for you anyway. If you ain't allergic to them.
Yeah, I eat plenty of eggs, that's for sure.
Yeah. You get plenty of protein there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I eat 3 eggs a day.
how many dogs you got now?
How many dogs?
Yeah.
Just stir fry and fajita.
You got you another one.
Yeah, I got just stir fry and fajita.
That you been had them for a good while though, ain't you? I know you.
I got fajita this summer. Stir fry we've had all along.
Yeah, I know you had stir fry. I didn't know if you had done got you another dog or not. You know,
Yeah, fajita we got about 3 months ago.
is she a big dog or a little lap dog?
She's going to be about 40, at least 40 pounds.
Yeah, she'll be pretty good size.
Between 40 and 50 pounds, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna wait spring of the year to get me another one for outdoors. I'll probably just pick one up somewhere. Somebody give them away or something.
That's what I was trying to find around here. Out here, you can't get dogs for free around here. Out here, that's
That's about the way it is here, unless you find one side of the road somewhere somebody throw it out.
yeah, well, they don't even do that here anymore because they make money for those.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they sell them dogs. Somebody throw a puppy out on the side of the road. Somebody's going to grab that puppy up and take it out and sell it.
Damn, Brian, you bought half a cow. Is that what it say? A half a cow for cost me $100. I believe it. $9.50.
Well, I don't know how much the cow weighs, Brian. First of all, and is that cut and wrapped, or do you got to pay a cut and wrapping on top of that? Yeah, I mean, how much are you getting for half a cow? It depends on what size the cow is.
I used to really pack freezers full of meat, and these Herkins and all, I've cut back. We still got plenty of meat, but I cut back because when the power went out, I had to have a big cookout or something, or give it to somebody because it was going to go bad, Grizz.
Yep.
Shit, them damn dogs and cats around here, and I guess my brother, my neighbors, and all, they ate good because I damn sure was cooking it up on the grill. I didn't want to. I want to give it to somebody that can eat it, and throw it out the door.
Brian, 1,100 pounds of beef and for $950, that's an excellent deal.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, 1,100 live weight. Okay, live weight. So you don't know how much you're going to get. I don't know how much weight your butcher's going to give you. But yeah, well, that's not a bad deal. Put it that way, Brian.
Mm-mm. Well, you get a deer. If you take a deer to a butcher up here, well, down here, by it costs about $75 to get them damn finish out and all, clean and everything, and butcher out. It's about $75. Now, that's what was first deer season. It might have went up now, since it's got more people going. I don't know. Just y'all, what's up?
Yeah, now Junkyard will know more about the price on beef there, but I don't. If you got 1,100 pounds, I'd never buy. I'm going to guess that you get maybe Maybe a couple 100 pounds of meat, 200 pounds of meat. What do you think? On 1,100 live cow, what's he going to get? 200-300 pounds there, junkyard?
Yeah, you
So
have
your
that.
beef's going to cost about $3 a pound.
He sure have to have somebody beside me, cause I wouldn't know on that.
I think that's going to come around, $2.5, $3 a pound. But I mean, consider you get some good quality steaks out of that too. That costs a whole lot more than that. So, an hamburger in itself is what, $2 a pound?
But they say, I don't go to that Walmart, but I'll just say I've done research on it, and they said Walmart's got a steak is real tender and all. And this, I want to say it's a black angle or black label. I had never bought one of them. We go to a local meat house, but I had a few people around here tell me they have a good tender steak. That's the baddest thing about buying cheap steaks. They tough as hell. You have to boil the bastard for a long time. What,
He
Brian?
gets out about 60%, so he'll have about 600. You'll have about 600 pounds. Well, that's a pretty good deal, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good meat, Brian. It's how they're handled. Like a free range cow is going to be tougher eating than one in pasture. A grass-fed cow will be more tender than a free range cow.
Black. Yeah. Okay. Black angles. Okay. We ain't been buying too many steaks. Well, we still got a few in the freezer, but they get where you buy them, they so damn tough,
Yeah.
Damn. This cow is grain fed. Okay.
Personally, if I was to go in half, I've never done this, but I know a number of people that do it. I don't eat it that much beef really, but around here I go in halves or quarters even on getting a grass fed, and I tell you what, the grass fed beef around here is really good. I like that better than free range, and the grass fed, hey, that they're open pasture. They're not grain feeding them even at the last. And their meat is good and tender. They're not wild. They're not running all over the mountains, climbing up and down the mountains like our free range cows here. Our free range cows are pretty tough. And then if you get the cows that are raised to go to slaughterhouse, they're grain fed and all this stuff. And that's usually those ones there. They give them all sorts of hormones and stuff like that. So I'm not too hip on the grain fed. I like the grass fed.
Yeah. I like field beef. Yeah, what I call it in the pasture.
Morning, Freaky Geek.
What's up, Freaky Geek?
Yeah, we have some really good farms around here that do just grain fed, and they don't do the hormones. They don't give their beef the hormones, so it's good beef.
Okay, John, y'all got some good steaks.
Good morning, Christy.
Greg got my damn big face up there, I guess. It looked like he took his camera down. He must be having a bad hair day.
Yeah, she went live yesterday.
Who did?
Christy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she went live yesterday, and she had a good live chat. It was fun.
Huh. I ain't got her link up there, posted up there. I thought it was. I just looked and it seems like I don't have it for some reason.
Oh, she didn't turn her camera on or nothing. It was just a black screen, and she wasn't even talking. She was just texting in the chat, but she went live, and then she just was chatting like the rest of us.
Yeah, they ain't nothing wrong with that. They ain't
Nope.
nothing wrong with that.
Kind of like the old AOL days.
Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Entertain him for a few minutes. I'm going to go do my pour over on my coffee.
Okay.
Or at least tell me what they're saying in the chat, because I don't have the screen in front of me.
Now, you can trust all these people here this morning. They all look like they pretty nice and pretty people.
Oh, I don't know. A number of them are YouTubers, and I don't trust YouTubers.
I got you. I'm about the same way. That damn Grizz, he can come up with some stuff, can't he, Christy? One and only. I don't think the world can stand two of him.
Brian pissed me off the other day.
You can't trust me. Somebody said, Emma's pole a pop. And
Yeah, Brian pissed me off the other day.
huh?
He accused me of trying to be a nice guy.
Who did?
Brian.
No, Brian, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's a bad thing, Brian. That's a bad way to get on Grizz's bad side there. Call him a good guy.
Well, that boy's going to have to learn.
Yeah. What's up, David? I'm over here hanging out with Grizz. He's in there doing something with his coffee. I think he's putting a little of that mountain water in it.
I do a pour over coffee when I make coffee.
Yeah.
I just pour the hot water over the grounds and let it run through.
Yeah.
Right into my thermos.
Oh, okay.
That way, my coffee stays nice and hot for a long time.
Bruce, you are a good guy. I was very surprised with you. Will you bless you? God will bless you. Yeah. Yeah, Brian.
Somebody want to time him out for that?
I can't mess with you.
Get back to that guy. I ain't tolerating that kind of chat here.
You ain't gonna go along with that. What the hawk?
To protect here.
You better get in here. You better get in here. Brian's wide open this morning on here. Dave, what you been up to this weekend? I see you put a video.
Good morning, Mohawk. Yeah, still no. It's raining today. I ain't gonna be doing nothing today but sit by the fire.
They say we post. It rained some this morning early, but they talking about we're gonna have some more come in this evening. Can't stay long. We understand. I just got over here hanging out with old Grizz a little bit this morning. I'm gonna have to get off a little bit anyway. Brian times me out at Waterbuzz 68 Spring. Well, Brian, I didn't know he done that. My damn channel is getting too damn wild. I have to I was laying back a little bit off of that damn shit, live streaming for a while. Brian J. Tim, you know I have never turned you out. Time you out. Oh, that's Tim there. Okay, I didn't know who that was.
Well, Amish Pope. Amish Pope is Tim's world changed his name to Amish Pope.
Is that Tim though?
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed his channel. He changed his channel.
Yeah, he changed his channel name from the Tim's World to Amish Pope.
Okay, I didn't know that. But yes, his channel will still pop up on my notification on it because I've been getting it. I seen
Yeah.
A day or two ago, I'm pretty sure I seen where you put up a video. I didn't comment on it. I was going out the door.
Yeah, it still comes up. I mean, you're still, if you were subscribed to him before, you're still subscribed to him.
Okay. I need to go get me some more tea right quick. I ain't drinking no more coffee.
Okay, I think that will be a thermos full. Yeah, it's definitely wet out here. Liquid sunshine.
Yeah, boy. All right, here. Get your ass going.
Get my ass going where?
Well, you got to go. You got to get the toothbrush and a patch. You get the number 100 and
100.
the triple ones, I think. Triple ones and 319. One more time. Straight loss. I'll try to give her some little pocket change where she can go get some stuff at these little stores. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. You get your coffee?
Yeah, I got me a first hot cup of coffee here and this. I mean, this is my first hot cup. I've been drinking cold coffee from yesterday.
You sitting out there? You sitting outside?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm sitting underneath the porch.
Show us the rain out there.
Yeah, I see. Here I am sitting underneath the porch outdoors here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like out there.
Okay. Maybe you got some pretty nice pine trees, don't you? I got pine trees.
No, we don't have any pine trees here. That's all Doug fir.
Oh, it is?
This is all Douglas fir here.
Can you? That's good lumber to build out of.
Oh, it's a lot better than pine.
Oh, okay.
Pine is more brittle. It will break easier than Doug fir. Doug fir is actually the for framing, for building with. Doug fir is the wood of preference. Short of, if you can get good quality hardwood, it's nice straight grain, and stuff like that, long term boards. But no, Doug fir is for the softwoods. Doug fir is the primo wood to build with.
What was Brian saying? That damn Brian boy, I didn't see what Brian said. Water
Water
bug.
bug, she's going to whoop your butt if you tell her to get off there again.
Oh yeah. Damn, I forgot I left the daggone mic on. Damn.
No, Brian, Doug fir is not a pine. It's an evergreen.
Well, that's what a pine is an evergreen.
Yeah, a pine is an evergreen. Doug fir is an evergreen. But
What
they're not. Doug fir is not a pine, and pine is not a fir.
Yeah, but it grows straight up. It ain't like a.
Right, but so does hemlock. Hemlock grows straight up too, but hemlock's not a Doug fir, and it's not a pine either.
Okay,
Then there's spruce also, and cedar and redwood. All these trees grow straight on up, and their needles all of them are always green. The only tree that grows straight up that I know of that loses its needles in the fall is tamarack.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all, well, hell, y'all got some big old sawmills out there, ain't you? In Oregon.
Not. We used to up till about 10 years ago. This whole deal of the global impact of the economy and all this different stuff that they're changing. All of our big sawmills that took big timber, they've all shut down. We don't have any sawmills that cut big timber anymore. They're farming all the trees now. So all the trees, you go see a log truck there. One log truck load will be loaded with like maybe 10 or 12-inch logs, in diameter. Another one no bigger than 24 inches. Logs, they're not growing the big massive logs anymore.
Yeah. Tim said he wants to be the first one to time out live on Christy's channel. Yeah. Christy Stream. Damn, Tim, he get to be a big old brave boy, ain't he, going around timing people out on people's channel. He get like Brian, ain't he?
Yeah.
No, I just messing with you, Tim. But them trees are fast growing tree like pines is.
I would say that it grows pretty close to the same rate.
Well, you can plant them when they cedars. That's the way we done this out here. And in about 21 years, they ready to doggone good. No.
Well, see, there's different kinds of pines, and some pine does a lot better in a wetter climate, like down in the valley down below. Pine thrives down in the valley in the wetlands and stuff like that. But there's another variety of pine that thrives up in the high dry lands. Lodgepole pine thrives up in high country, high dry country. Whereas I don't remember the type of ponderosa pine does good in the mountains, but it doesn't do very good in the valley down here. It all depends on the pine.
Yeah. Damn, Brian ain't got it ranked on your channel.
Brian, a Christmas tree takes about 10 to 12 years to grow.
Oh. Damn. Them trees you used to cut up for logs and all. What kind was them? Different kinds.
I get most of the logs that I've cut, and most of it's Doug fir, but I get a variety of wood.
Yeah.
I get hemlock, I get cedar, I get redwood. I get it all.
Yeah. To me, that cedar tree is the most pretty to me. All of it's pretty though. I mean, it is. All of it is. Y'all got a bunch. Y'all have a bunch of locust tree over there too, don't you?
Yeah, we have black locust here.
Yeah.
Black locust, it surprised me, but black locust here does not have a very good root system. They blow over easy in a windstorm.
They do. Dang. See, I was trying to buy some many lemons, all you had to do was pick them up. Yeah, pack them up or whatever. Tim must live on a farm out there where he's at. 'Cause I know, look like he got some pretty property out there. On some of his older videos, I think some of his older videos.
No, he lives in small town. He did some videos going out to his grandparents' homestead.
Yeah, I believe that's the one I've seen.
Yeah, they lived out the way out of the country, but no, he lives in town. He lives right across the street from his mom's house.
Oh, okay. Okay. You go, well, he's in Pennsylvania, ain't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
he's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. He's right there on the line there, huh?
Brian, I don't know if black locust is considered a hardwood or what. If
It's hardwood. I know
is
that.
it a hardwood?
Yeah, it's a hardwood.
I know this stuff is great for making fence posts with.
But some of these old, I ain't talking about these moonshiners nowadays. I'm talking about the old moonshiners. When they would build a fire with wood, they much rather burn locust wood, that black locust, matter of fact, because it didn't smoke like oak and the other hardwood trees for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think we got none down here in South Georgia. They might have some up there in North Georgia of black locusts. I think there's something up in Tennessee and North Carolina up in there.
I got some, my black locust that I have here ain't very big. It's let's see here if I can fit it around here. Those trees that don't have the leaves on them, which is hard to tell in this light out there. Those are black locusts over there amongst the Doug fir.
Yeah. Oh, that doggone oak. Now it's the leaves here is falling off. I like to burn with oak. It's got a good smell. Oak and hickory.
Yeah.
I say out there, I'll try to just burn the doggone oak woods. I go through the woods and pick up old broken limbs and trees that fell down, and I bring them back to the house and build a fire.
We would have a lot of maple in this country, but the loggers, they hate the maple tree. So when they go out clear cutting, man, they try to kill off. They can take out all the maple, and then when the maple tries to grow back, they're constantly spraying it and trying to kill it off.
Shit. Damn, I wouldn't want to do. I'd like to have me some of them kind of trees.
Yeah, I don't kill off the maple. I like having the maple on my property here. And the alder, man, I tell you what, the alder is crazy around here. It grows like a weed. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
I don't care. Alder is not a very good firewood. It's the only thing it's good for is smoking fish, and I'd rather use oak to smoke my fish with. And I don't think alder is a very good looking wood for any projects.
Yeah. What's it good for then?
I send it to the paper mill for wood chip. Make toilet paper out of.
Yeah. About like these. See, somebody wants some property down here cleared up. That's what they do. They go in there and get them small pines, and they make chipping wood out of them, send them to the paper mills.
Yeah.
Georgia Pacific. That's one place they take it to, and there are 2 or 3 places, West Fraser's and all that. There's a bunch of them. Them paper mills are reason these damn lumber yards and these big companies, that's the reason lumber's so damn high. They trying to make a damn killing off of it. Because the loggers ain't getting that damn much for it.
You remember when they passed the last paperwork act?
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
remember
tell you
that.
what, the paper mills sure did grow over that, man. I tell you what, they're using more paper, 10 times the paper than they used before that less paperwork act.
Yeah, they do.
Just about all the trees around here, half the trees that they mill around here is goes to pulp.
Dang. Yeah, big business in it, man. These paper mills, these big corporations like Atlanta Pacific. There's a bunch of these mills, man. Georgia, there is a Georgia Pacific mill over by the Idle D or something like that. What's you say?
Ida Bell.
Alabama, yeah. Yeah, the Georgia Pacific's everywhere. They got about 3 in Alabama. They make junkyard.
It's amazing.
Go ahead.
It's amazing all those paper mills. I remember when you used to drive by a paper mill, man. That place was thick for miles. Now those paper mills, I don't know what they're doing differently, but they don't put off the smell that they used to.
I think they must change change the recipe on their bowling or something. I don't know. I'm just a small man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they changed their recipe or if they're using a better filter system to filter it on out of the air or what.
Yeah. This place where I live at, Tim, my daddy's old house, this probably about a quarter mile up the road here from me. My nephew, he lives in it now. But I don't. Not all my kin folks are right here close to me on my daddy's side. The rest of them's over there in Alabama. Man, I had this log crew want to buy my pines. I told them nope. You know, you sell your trees, you got to pay a lot of damn taxes on your damn tree selling. You know it. Here in Georgia. If you cut your trees off your property, you got ugly land. I look at it that way.
Well, around here we figure for every tree that you take off the tree adds about $3,500 value to your property. So each tree that you remove from your property, you're reducing the value of the property by $3,500.
Yep. Yeah, Daddy always say trees makes property real valuable. Yep. I got about 18 pecan trees out here, and I got about 3 up there around that pond coming into the house where Kim and Pam come down by.
Well, what I like about having trees on my property is if I didn't have trees on my property tax here would be about 10 to 15, somewhere around between 10 and 15,000 a year. But being that I applied for timber deferral,
yeah,
you know, I get a timber tax break.
Yeah,
my property tax is only like $800 a year here.
They got that same tax here. They call it Georgia timber something. I can't remember exactly what it is. Yeah, it helps you. It does.
I mean, you got to pay a tax on that when you cut it.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's but you don't have to pay yearly.
No. You're right. Yeah, man, that's big. That's the reason these timber companies and all is so damn big and wealthy, man. I tell you, the timber companies and the oil and the power companies, they got this shit, in a cohort. They know what they're doing. Big companies.
Oh, man, junkyard, I would love to run a chunk of that. I love the looks of pecan. I've never worked with it, but I love the looks of pecan wood.
What kind?
The pecan? He says he has a bunch of pecan trees down in the creek bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I got them around my house here. Well, that's not right here at my house, but off from it. They didn't make nothing this year, but last year they were loaded down.
Wow.
He calls them pecans. I call them pecans. That's what we all call them here. What's the difference between a pecan and a pecan? You know what's the difference?
Yeah, the pronunciation.
Yep, that's all the difference is.
Yeah, you know what? I used to call them pecans when I was down in California. But then the further north I moved up here in Alaska and everywhere, you know, Washington, everybody called them pecans, you know, up further north up here.
Yeah. Yeah. That Yankee got into you. The further north you got a little more Yankee, a little bit more in you, a little bit more, then it got you good.
Hey, now, that reminds me, Waterbug. When I lived down in the South, when I moved down to the South, I made some friends with some Southerners down there. And then we always kid around, give each other a bad time about dumb Southerners, how stupid they were, and they would give us a bad time about Yankee, being a Yankee and stuff. Well, there's one guy that they were giving me a bad time about. I was just a damn Yankee, and one of those Southern boys stood up for me. He says, "You know what?" He says, "Stan ain't no damn Yankee." And they all piped up, "What do you mean he ain't no damn Yankee?" He says, "He's from California. He's a damn foreigner." I love it.
He got your ass good.
Yeah, he did. They were good people. We were really good friends.
Yeah, that's right. I see what you're saying.
Do pecans go with pea hole bacon?
I don't know. It could. I know. What's up,
There's
buddy?
dog in the house.
He's in the house.
If you want to come up, dog, here's the link. Just a second. Let me reach over to the computer.
Yeah, Tim might want to get up here too. I know he ain't going up and drinking some coffee. He might be cooking too.
Anybody that wants to come up is more than welcome to.
I mean, I enjoy talking to different people. I try to respect everybody as much as I can, but you got some freaks that won't respect you. You know, Grizz.
Yeah. I just have a different kind of respect for people. People don't understand my respect.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to respect people. I try to respect Kim. I give him a hard time on them that doggone voting and politics, but I wouldn't take nothing for him. He's a good fella.
Yeah, he is. I really like him.
He's got a heart of gold.
Yep.
He can give you anything he got if you needed it. Yep,
yeah, he's like a brother to me.
Yeah. Miss Pam, she's a wonderful lady, beautiful lady too. She's about as nice as you could. Her and Missy act like they were sisters, act like they've been knowing each other for years and years.
Yeah. Oh, we got somebody in the basement. Just a second here. I get so distracted so easy. Hey, Kim. Keith.
But damn, Riz, where you at?
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm just not showing an icon or anything.
Why?
I muted my camera, and when I mute my camera, it's not showing my icon.
Well, I need it. Well, at least we know we're looking at a picture of a bear. How you doing, Iron Dog?
I'm doing good.
You eating you some grub, huh? What you tearing into? Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with that. What you fixed up?
Hamburger patty with egg on top of a bagel with jalapeno pepper jack cheese.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
right. The king and the pope feel privileged. That's right.
Yeah, the king's in the house.
That's right. Now I take a 2-hour snooze.
Uh-oh, you froze up there, dog.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Greg, what you using for internet now? You still using your phone as a hotspot?
Yeah, I'm still using Visible. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm live streaming from my phone, but then I have my other phone. I'm hotspot to my computer, and I just use that to run stuff with. But I'm live streaming right from my phone.
Yeah. Okay, now is you got a landline going to your house with a Wi-Fi at all? Or you just coming straight off tower?
No, I got rid of that landline. What is the phone company here? And they were screwing me over for years. That kept on promising us to have better internet. My internet never got higher than 0.10 megabytes per second. I mean, it was just really crappy. So I finally dumped it, and my only other option out here is either satellite or cell phone.
See, I didn't know this here one day. My grandson Carson, we're riding down the road, and he said, "Let me see your phone, Papa." Well, I showed him my phone. He said, "You know, you can be a hotspot with that phone you got, and I can get on my phone and go live." I mean, I said, "No, you can't." I said, "I got the cheap grade." Yeah, you moving good now, Iron Dog.
There you go.
But I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't sleep with one eye open. I slept with them both shut. I fear nobody.
Fear nobody.
That's right.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but what dog ain't telling you is he took a paper punch and punched holes through his eyelids.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
I know you got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
You do a live stream this morning?
Yeah, for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I woke up at 3:30 this morning. Said, "Oh, Iron Dog's live." I rolled over and went back to sleep. And the next time I woke up at 5 o'clock, and Dog says, "Well, hi and bye, Grizz."
Yeah, I was tired. I woke up at 12:30, and I didn't go. The last time I looked at the clock was 4:45. Oh, Junkyard's on the shit list.
Everything right there's pretty good. The old butterscotch candy. I keep butterscotch button. I keep it around me all the time. The grand youngers are eating the crap out of them.
I gotta take some chances.
Cornbread. Waterbug. You need to learn how to go into your settings on your live stream when you're live streaming and change that time frame down to like 30 seconds.
I thought I fixed all that shit.
Well, when that guy comes in there, plus he still has time to get 5 or 10 comments out real quick before he can block him. I think you got to do it at each live stream. Yeah, he ain't got a rent. He ain't got a rent, so he ain't able to remove himself on block. That's good. You got that part fixed.
Yeah, I'm like you and Iron Dog, man. I'm thinking about who the hell getting the ranks nowadays. Shit, too many jackets.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot better. Matter of fact, it is doable the way it's going. But if you did limit the chat, on each live stream.
Well, what would you do? What would you do with that?
You got to do it on your computer, and you got to open up your live stream platform and set it in there.
I know that, but what I'm saying, how long would you do it for? You said it's 30 seconds. Now, what would you do it for?
I would set it for 30 seconds would be fine, I would think. What do you think, Doug?
I have mine set at 5 seconds, but
that's on DLive side, though.
No, I got that on YouTube too. Every 5 seconds, that's all they can chat. So
you have it set up permanently. Do you have to set it up each time, or is it permanent?
It was permanent. I haven't had any problems with it. So I can't remember how I did it, but I did it when I first started. So
okay.
Now it's different on DLive. I had to do it on DLive, and I had to do it 2 or 3 times before it finally stayed.
Damn. I ain't technicians like y'all are. What you
Well,
say?
either way, it should go a lot better on yours there, Waterbug.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna do the live stream very much. Just about maybe once every 2 weeks or so. I'm gonna cut back. I got other stuff I got to do. I like doing it, but I hate them damn trolls. I see what a lot of people goes through now.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids like D-Live is still acting up. I hope they can get that fixed where the live chat doesn't freeze up.
Do what now?
That's the worst of it. You don't even know if it's working or not half the time. You got to go
I
back
know.
into your channel to see if it's working.
Yep.
The only time that I have problem with that happening is if I pop out the chat. If I don't pop out the chat with all my updates that I've done and everything, my chat is working fine for me on D-Live, but other people that's not working for them.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
Brian just said
I pop out the chat because D-Live is like 30 seconds behind me. So if I'm looking at D-Live, I'm looking at what the hell's going on, because my brain ain't functioning. It's 30 seconds behind me. So that's why I pop out the chat and just run the StreamYard cam.
yeah.
Okay, well here, let me show you something here. What I do, Doug. A second here. I got to reset my camera.
I hope you're wearing clothes this time.
Ah, shucks, you caught me.
Yeah. And none of this funny business like you and Steve do. No clothes Monday, no clothes Tuesday. Full moon Wednesday.
Okay, well let's see here. I got to do a full screen layout on me so you can see here. Okay, now here you can see my. Well, let me turn it this way here. Okay, I got this. Come on, what's going on here? There we go. I got it overlaid. My D-Live is in the background.
Right.
And if I pop my D-Live in the front, you can see I have the whole page here.
Right.
Okay, but I have my YouTube in front, actually I have my StreamYard with a StreamYard chat in front. So I don't have to switch back and forth because I'm not chatting on in there. So I can just leave it like that.
So you got two tabs running.
Yeah, I have 2 tabs open.
Yeah.
Yours might not be able to do that.
I don't try to open up any tabs other than what I have. Like I'll have StreamYard open and I'll run into D-Live, and I can tell the difference when I do that because everything slows down a little bit if I keep them both open at the same time.
Yeah.
Data hog, that's right.
I think if D-Live, I think where D-Live is a data hog is you can't stream lower than 360. And some people have to. It's just right from the source. You can't even drop it to 360.
Right. Waterbud drunk out?
No, I'm here. I guess. Yeah. I thought Riz was up here and Iron Dog. They both left.
No, I'm here. He just don't have me on the screen.
Riz, get your camera right.
Just a second here. There we go.
Put your old bug up here.
Oh, I'd have to put my camera on, and I haven't put on my beauty makeup yet this morning.
Oh,
yeah,
hey.
Would you put that on with a trowel?
You trying to impress Joe Biden this morning?
With an airless spray. I put it on with an airless paint sprayer.
Yeah.
You think you really need it?
Is your son here? Junior? Steve Jr. Steve Jr. Hey, Steven.
No, he ain't here.
Let's
not go there.
Have to invite him.
Let's not go there. I promised him I wouldn't make fun of him anymore, and the only way I can do that is if I stay away from him.
Well, I figured he'd come in then when we could time him out.
Where's old cornbread at nowadays, Grizz? In Iron Dog or cornbread? Oh, my neighbor up there in North Georgia.
Oh, he was in there
Cornbread's
this morning.
usually on my license, but he's usually just lurks on him. He told me he likes to just sit back while he's doing messing with other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, he catches everything too. If you say something, if somebody else says something, he'll catch it. He'll tell you, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the ball with it. He sure is. Good morning, Kathy.
Yeah, if I miss something, all I got to do is fix and say, hey, Doug, or cornbread, what did I miss here? And he'll let me know.
Yeah.
Kathy, is Iron Dog being good to you or he being mean to you? Just make you wash the dishes. He'll quit that.
I always wash dishes. I
I
got a
do
sink.
too.
I got hot water in the sink right now.
Yeah, I will try to help the old lady out washing the dishes or Missy.
I get my dishes done there. I go downstairs and straighten up the basement because I got a guy coming to put a new water meter in today.
Oh, okay.
He's got to be able to get to it. I got to be able to get to it myself. So I got so much shit down there. I got to move it around.
That's going to cost you a pretty penny, probably.
No, it's the city's putting it in.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're probably going to charge me rent on the damn thing too, plus Wi-Fi.
Damn.
I find out it's using my Wi-Fi. I'm going to put an aluminum foil wrap on that bastard. They'll have to come check it by hand every day.
So he's stacking them up now. He's stacking dishes.
I'm
I guess.
slacking.
Oh, slacking. Oh, okay.
I'm slacking.
You're gonna have to get your walking stick and bump him on the butt.
Yeah, what
Not
we
again.
need to do here, is we need to get Iron Dog to lean over to, I believe it's his left, and we need to get Kathy to come on in there and reach in with just one. No, the other side. I guess that way. And then we need to get Kathy to come on in and reach and flick the finger and on your ear, and we got to get Waterbug to reach out through the screen like he's the one that's flicking you on the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, you crazy, man.
Yeah, when can I pick up my Belvedere, Kath?
That doggone Iron Dog and Grizz and cornbread and all y'all get together, y'all ain't nothing but a big old mess.
I traded Tim my big cast iron frying pan for that Belvedere.
Huh?
I traded Tim my big old cast iron frying pan for that Belvedere.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ain't got your big old cast iron no more?
Well, I got to take it to him. I'm going to pick up the Belvedere and drive it home.
Oh.
What a trade!
Well, the cast iron pan almost weighs as much as the Belvedere, I think. Yeah, that's right. It'd be a good trade. I don't know who'd come out on top, but it'd be a good trade.
Yep.
Doug, have you ever tried opening up your StreamYard on your cell phone?
No.
Give that a try. Log on to your StreamYard on your cell phone and go ahead and take it live with your computer.
Yeah.
But then try to stream, but then try to use your stream from your cell phone into the camera. You still can have the StreamYard open over there for doing all the stuff, but you don't have to bring yourself up with your computer.
Okay.
I think you'll find that you won't have as much problem.
All right, I'll have to try that.
I
I dropped my phone Friday and broke it, right?
Damn.
Well, as long as the camera works, you don't care what you see on the screen.
Right.
You know, as long as the camera is still working for us to see,
Right. The camera still works. Yeah.
right? Your cell phone will use a lot less bandwidth for streaming.
Well, I've got cell phones. I've had 3 cell phones since September of last year. I could use any cell phone. I still got Wi-Fi service on all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a try.
I know I should learn how to carry it right. Yeah. The only thing is we got a phone the same time. Her phone, they had a cover and a case for it. My phone, they didn't. And they still don't have a cover or a case for it. Well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about my cell phone. I don't take it with me anywhere unless I'm going to shoot video with it. I mean, I don't want people calling me when I'm wandering around my property.
Well, I'm gonna get down, Grizz. I'll catch you later on the next one, maybe. Y'all have a good day, you and Iron Dog and everybody.
You
Appreciate
just
it.
Later, Waterbug.
That's right. Is that got a full tank in it? There, Amish. It's got to have a full tank of gas in it. You know, that's a deal breaker. I blew an engine in my old pickup, and the guy. This is when gas was like $3.50 a gallon, and this thing had 20 some gallons of gas in it. I just blew it right after I put the gas in. I was going down the road, and somebody started knocking and blew the engine. Well,
Oh wow!
I had it towed home. Cost me $100 to get it towed home. Guy come over, look at it. Was wanted to buy it for scrap, and he says, "I'll give you so much." And I said, "No, you won't." I said, "Because I know what you're going to do. You're going to take this, and then you're going to open up the tank and drain all the gas out of it." He said, "I always do." I said, "It's got 20 some gallons of gas at $3 a gallon in it." I said, "You can stick a hose down there if you want, and you can feel how much gas is in there, but it's full tank. Or turn on the switch or whatever, but it's a full tank." So I ended up getting an extra $100 for it because of the gas in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few trucks that every time I would go to the gas station, I'd double the value on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, now if I fall and I can't get up, that's a good place for me to die. Now, when I quit contracting, when I quit working, wasn't contracting anymore. I swore back then that I would never have another cell phone ever again. I mean, I took my cell phone out and I used it for target practice, and I still hate cell phones, even though I have 2 of them and my wife has one. But I only have that for the purpose of internet. If it wasn't for internet, I'd get rid of the phones.
Right. I'd like to get rid of mine. I'm thinking after this one, I ain't getting another one. I'm done. Unless they can get me a flip phone. Never hear them flip phones breaking the screen, do you? Yeah.
The only screens that ever broke was on the phones that I didn't have a case for.
Huh.
I put the screen cover protector on there that only costs like $2, and I get a $10 case, a phone case, and I've dropped it, hit rocks and stuff, all sorts of stuff, and my phone's never broken. My one phone, I didn't have a case on it. I dropped it, and it was a warm day, and it hit dirt, no rocks, and it still broke the screen. But you put a case on it, and the screen protector, and it really saves them.
It does, but I can't get one because they don't make them yet for that phone of mine.
Have you gone to Amazon and looked?
Huh?
Have you typed it in on Amazon to look?
Yeah, it's not even made by the company yet.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a Moto Power, but they don't make the screen cover or the jacket for it because it has 3 different cameras or whatever in it, and they're staggered. And I don't know why, but
Oh, well, check again, guys. I just ordered a new phone for my daughter. It has like 4 cameras or something on it. It's completely different, and we just got it. She just ordered a case for hers, and it's a Moto Ace, I think it's called.
Right?
Has 5G key. That's the one I was telling you last night that I got from my daughter. That it has 5G capabilities, but the internet right now is sucking on that thing.
Right. Well, it's got 3 cameras, but it only uses one. The 3 cameras are different lenses, and it somehow it takes all 3 lenses and it puts it into one picture.
Ah,
So, keep your phone within arm's reach. Yo, yo, Katana.
hello, Katana.
That's to take pictures of fat folks.
Get lots of those down at Walmart.
Well, like Steve said the other day, he was going to take a full body picture. He was going to have his grandma take a full body picture, and I was wondering if she was going to stand at the Nevada state line to do it. Ta-da-da!
Thanks, Wohawk. I'll check that on out with hers. I didn't know you could turn the 5G off.
I thought 5G was internet.
It is. The phone has 5G capabilities, but it will still pick up 4G. And I don't have we won't have 5G out here for a long time, so she might as well. If we can turn the 5G part off, and she can turn it, like if she gets in town wants to turn it on, that'd be something else. But I'll have to check into that, Wohawk, because that might be the problem. Because she can watch YouTube videos. She watches our YouTube videos. Has no problem with YouTube. But as soon as she gets onto Google search and tries to do it, and I use Google searches that, she uses Brave on there. We've tried all sorts of stuff. As soon as she starts doing regular internet searches, the search page will open up. It will take you to the suggested links. But as soon as you click on a suggested link for whatever you're searching for, those pages won't open.
I don't know.
Well, I'll have to look into that then. Find out. We'll have to see if I can turn it off. That's right, Junkyard. I ain't going to talk any faster than I do now.
I don't know. We don't have 5G here. We don't even have 4G here.
Okay, that's making sense there, Wohawk. I'm definitely going to look into that. Because I spent just half the day yesterday trying to figure it on out, and I finally gave up. I was going to contact Visible today and see if I could find out anything with them, but I'll give that a try first.
Just contact the techies. Say, what's going on with this damn thing, techie?
Yeah.
Hey, Sparky, let me know. Yeah. Yeah, Junkyard ain't gonna type any faster than he already does. He's only got one finger trained to do the typing. That's right. And right now it's got a callus on it. Works okay for YouTube. There you go. Mine lags too on D Live. I can tell it's lagging on D Live because at 30 seconds. There's no reason why it should be 30 seconds behind me, but it is. Frozen Fury.
Yeah, D Live definitely does take more bandwidth. The only, what I do like about the D Live though is you can give back to your viewers and stuff. I mean, whereas you can't. I mean, I wish YouTube made it where that the viewer got a percentage of that ad revenue that they were watching. I mean, reward the viewer too.
Right. Well, I wish you could give the viewers something, like you can at D Live, like lemons, but give them, peaches or something like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if YouTube did something similar. Yeah, but it'd be nice to be able to give back to your viewers because if your viewers, I mean, I hate the advertisement platform that they do there, but regardless, if the viewers will spend the time, they can't afford to send you some money, so they watch advertisements so you can make some money. It'd be awesome if you could get something back to them.
Right. Well, instead of peaches, give them peach pits. That's
there you go.
Yeah. That's about how YouTube acts anymore.
Yeah.
They don't care about you and me. They don't care about nobody. They care about their guys that's got 25 or 30 million viewers because those are the ones that are making them good money.
But I did find out that. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did find out that Rumble, I can live stream on Rumble now, and you can chat. I mean, I've done some live streaming. You can chat. The thing that's sucking about Rumble right now, and I like it better than YouTube, but the thing that's sucking about the Rumble is that if you're on a cell phone, you can't chat.
Right.
You can put, how you got on a live stream here on YouTube, you can't put a comment on the comment section until after the live stream. Well, right. during the live stream, they can comment in the comment section, but they can't chat in the chat section on the Rumble, right. unless you open up your Rumble on your cell phone in desktop mode.
I know, don't use Sling. That's right. I know they'll use them slings and slingshot them pits right back. I don't understand YouTube's philosophy or whatever, but you notice every channel now, if you got a video out there, you got a commercial on it. Kathy's got her Christmas tree video. Only one video she's got. It's only got like 350 views on it. And it's got commercials on it.
Use your Brave browser so you don't have to watch commercials. I hope people. I'm strongly encouraging people. If you go to my channel, turn on go watch it my channel through Brave browser so you don't get the commercials.
Well, what I'm getting at is YouTube's getting ad revenue from them channels. So, but they're not paying it towards Kathy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So tell Kathy to promote people to use Brave. If she's not getting nothing out of it, she might as well tell people use Brave. Don't watch the commercials on my video.
I don't know if you have commercials or not, Junkyard. I'll have to check.
YouTube about a year ago says that they were going to monetize all videos. Even if your channel isn't monetized, they're going to put advertisements everywhere so they can make more money. Good deal, Freaky. I'm encouraging everybody to use ad blockers on YouTube. And if the channel is worthwhile, then send them $1 or $2 every few months to make up for the ads that you didn't watch. If they're not worthwhile, like my channel, I mean, my channel definitely isn't worth watching any ads or donating to. So, and I ain't worried about it. A lot of the channels aren't worried about the revenue. Yeah, Brave does have a deal that you can sign up to where there can be advertisements on there, but the viewer gets paid for it. But I don't even sign up for that. It's a lot simpler just using the Brave browser and let them block the ads and don't worry about any of that part of it. Yeah, if you wanted ads, you'd watch normal telly. No kidding. I hear you there. Oh, do I have somebody in the basement, it looks like? Oh, Cornbread's in the basement. I didn't notice in there. Hey, Cornbread.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. How long you been sitting in the basement?
I don't know, about 15 minutes.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even looking at the computer.
Ever since Dog was talking about his cover for his phone. Check email, Dog. I found you 3 of them on eBay, 3 different ones. I mean, not eBay, Amazon.
Because I just checked with Walmart the other day when I was there. I went back here and looked, and they didn't have it. And I said, I need to cover it. They said they don't make them yet. So.
How's my audio? Because I'm out on the road.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
it's fine.
Okay. I just want to see I'm sitting in the parking lot, but I'm on 5G. But anyway, y'all was talking about the changes to YouTube. Y'all know that change on the dislike where you can't see the dislikes.
Yeah.
Well, the people that creates the video or whatever, they can still see the dislikes on the video. So don't stop hitting the dislike just because people can't see it. Keep on hitting that dislike if there's something you don't like.
Oh, by the way, Cornbread, that go-to channel function,
Yeah.
it only works for an hour each day.
Well, mine quit, don't even work for an hour no more.
Oh, it don't even work for an hour anymore?
No. I thought I'm going to try something else. There's another setting that you can change in the Brave. It's the I don't forget what it's called now. You cut it on, but you're not able to see any thumbnails. I think with it, but I'm not sure if that lets it work or not. I hadn't tried it yet on the computer. You know, if that thing really worked good, if I trusted the company that did it, $10 for a year ain't bad for that.
Well, it does work good because Kim has it. He really likes it, but I ain't paying for it.
Well, it's ever since that time that, I tried it and I tried it on your channel. I think it was your channel that carried me somewhere else or something of that time. But like they could have improved a whole lot. That's been 2 years ago when they first come out with that.
Yeah. Either way, I ain't giving YouTube a dime of my money.
I don't think it belongs to YouTube.
Well, I'll bet you YouTube gets money for it, though.
I wouldn't doubt it, but now that even works on an Android phone. You can even use it on an Android phone.
Junkyard, you don't have commercials on your videos. I think because you don't have anything over 2 minutes long. So.
Hey, Dog, there's several of mine. It's about a minute long. It's got ads on mine.
I just checked this 30-second one, then I checked this minute and 35-second one, and neither one of them had one on it. Yeah. What is your problem? You want a little here in front of the good people?
My money's on Kathy.
What?
Dog, you need to be a little kinder to her.
I'm
Be
always
sweet to her.
I love her dearly. She knows it. Yeah.
You were saying this morning she's gonna rub your feet. You need to be rubbing her feet.
I do. I rub her feet. I rub her back, her neck, everything.
I gotta call bullshit. I don't think Kathy would let you touch her feet.
That's what I was getting at. I was waiting for Kathy to holler in the background. No, no, no.
You want to bet? I said, rub my feet. She said, well, rub mine. I said, I just rubbed yours yesterday. Yeah, right.
You did. Quit
I'll
lying.
rub your feet so good tonight that you'll
Yeah.
be in love with me
Yeah,
again.
you're talking out your ass. You need to close your lips.
Yeah. How was your breakfast? It was good, wasn't
Well, that will do.
it?
No, it was good. Thank you.
Normally, when we make hamburger stuff, I'll save enough out to make 2 nice sized patties, and then within a couple of days we'll have a hamburger steak for breakfast. So that's what I made, was hamburger steaks, on a bagel. So I normally cook it in onion soup mix, but I was making eggs too afterwards, so I didn't want to dirty another pan.
I should have eaten in 2 days.
Yeah. So when you touch her feet, put the fork and knife down. Oh, I just want to eat her up. Num num.
Oh, shit.
You're making her sick now.
You guys ever hear about the 2 cannibals?
You are so stupid. You lie.
Did you guys ever hear about the 2 cannibals? The 2 cannibals, they got a guy there laying out on the table, and they're going to eat him. One cannibal looks at the other and says, "You started his head, and I'll start his feet. We'll work our way towards the center." So they're eating away. One num 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 num. The other num 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 num. One says, "Hey, how you doing there?" He says, "I'm having a ball." He says, "Slow down, you're eating too fast."
That's one of the time jokes.
You ain't right.
You like,
I told him that. I'm telling him that.
yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. It's about time for Tenny
Yeah,
Shoes
here's
to come
something,
back
man. I
out.
can do that.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, get you later, cornbread.
Take care, Granddad.
Be careful, dog. Kathy, Chris.
And, take care of my Tenny. Mm-hmm.
All right, I will.
Yeah, she likes snuggling up with me in the mornings. Oh.
Ah. Yeah, it's cold rain out here this morning.
It's actually chilly in the house. I gotta check the thermostat. She made me turn it down the other day, but I think it's a lot colder in here now than it should be. No.
You'll be all right.
No, I will not. I will freeze to I'm dainty and I will freeze to death. I'm chilled to the bone.
Tomorrow the high is only 26.
Well, it's dropped 5 degrees since this morning because it was 40 this morning. It's 35 now.
It's supposed to be single digits tonight.
Right?
Oh man, it's cold. I looked at the temperature. It's only 42 here. I thought it was like 48, but it's only like 42 out.
What will you do out there in Oregon?
It's cold here.
Me? I want to be sitting by the wood stove all day today.
And people, you should take some wood out there to them homeless tent people and start getting them warmed up.
They can go cut their own wood.
Yeah, but they'll be cutting it out of your woods.
Well, I don't care. I want to cut my wood on up for them to, I mean, they want to burn my wood. They can cut their own, cut the wood themselves.
How's that retreat coming there, Grizz? I heard you wanted to, put all the homeless there on your 100 acres and, make a great big old commune and be, Reverend Jim Jones.
It's making progress. They should be out in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
30% chance of snow today.
30% chance of snow today.
No,
Damn.
60% today.
I'm gonna have to run to the store and get me some starting fluids. I make sure I get these snow blowers started up.
High,
Gonna need them one day.
the high is only 36.
Huh.
Low 20.
Well, that's wrong because it was 40 this morning.
Well,
It's 35 now. So,
I'm talking now.
oh,
Feels like 23 is what it says.
I know.
You
That's-
got enough material on you. Stop.
That's right. Have the government rent your place out there, Grizz, and they can fill it full of illegals. That way you can get everything done there. Have them pick some maters and all the other good stuff. They pick all them blackberries for you.
Oh, I ain't no blackberries to pick right now, but they could sure clean the blackberries off my property.
There you go.
Wow. Thursday snow.
Have them pick the poison oak and poison ivy out of there, and then comes summertime, they can pick their blackberries and you can sell them.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't ever going to let them clear out the poison oak here.
No. Illegal aliens.
I do like having my poison oak around the property. I'll never clean that out of here.
Rocco?
Kevin said this to me, and then he wrote, enough said. Oh my God, is he not adorable?
Yeah. He's sleeping.
Oh, and he's laying on a pillow. He's so precious.
Yeah.
She's recharging.
Yeah, he's recharging. Kevin sent Kathy a picture of Rocco. Sleeping on the couch. Now that's one cute dog right there. Not like the ugly mutts everybody else has got.
Shut up.
Like that.
Ah, isn't she
placebo.
cute when she's sleeping?
Yeah, like that placebo and huh? And shut up, Brenda and Fajita.
No, you're mean.
And what?
You're stupid, Keith.
Well, who
Oh,
else?
look at you.
I'm trying to read your lips. Say it. Like Phoebe? That's what placebo is. For Phoebe.
Placebo.
Yeah, placebo.
You're so mean.
Yeah.
I guess Brenda changed her name to placebo.
Why?
Well, it's like a fake pill. A placebo, that's what they call them. It's fakes. They give you a sugar tablet and tell you it's a cure, and you think it is, and it's a placebo.
She changed her dog's name.
No, Grizz did.
No, I didn't come up with that. I won't tell you where that come up with. If that person wants to lay claim to it, I'll let them lay claim to it. I just repeated it.
Oh, okay. You just repeated it.
Because I liked it.
Okay. Well, like he's not, Rocco right there. He's a cute dog. He's not like them ugly ones like Sammy and Bosco and all the other ones. Shut up, Brenda. Fajita. Them two damn beagles out there in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
So stupid. Look at
What I'm trying to catch a fajita doing is one of the times I'll be able to catch it just right when she's facing away from me and barking. Her little butthole is like it looks like her butthole's barking. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna get a video of her backside of her barking and that butthole flexing. That's what I'm gonna yell. Shut up, Brenda.
I don't know. Must be boring out there to stare at a dog's ass.
Yeah, it does get a bit boring here.
Mm-hmm.
when you talk. You're rude. I didn't leave these up here for you to attack.
I didn't eat any of them.
You're such a liar.
I have not.
Then you inhaled them all.
I haven't touched them.
Oh, Keith.
I have not touched them. Yeah, I bought a package of Thin Mints and they ain't
No.
working. I'm telling you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, you call it phobia. Yeah, not Phoebe, phobia. Tim calls it Phoebe phobia.
You guys are weird.
Hey, ugly dogs are ugly dogs. I'm sorry. When you got an ugly dog, you got an ugly dog. People just don't want to hear it. Now, like I said, Rocco's a cute dog. The rest of them are ugly. Look at Abigail. That dog looks like he'd run head first into a wall.
Yeah, you talked smack about
Now wait a second. There ain't no dog cuter than Stir Fry.
Stir fry is cute. Mhm. I like
So when's that optometrist visit coming up there for you, girls? You get your new glasses.
What's that?
it cute.
When you getting your new glasses?
I got 20/20 vision. I don't need glasses. I just do this to make me look smart.
Yeah, there you go. Me too.
It ain't working, is it?
No,
Oh.
I
I do this to make me look smart.
like Grandpa's at Luna.
Hey, I can see your IQ just went on up.
I know it.
Stir fries cute.
Kathy likes that Luna, the one in Grandpa's Adventures, the one that sticks her tongue out all the time.
Yeah. And stir fries cute.
And stir fry's cute. Rocco's cute.
Rocco.
So
Abby is a homely dog.
Abby is a homely dog. And then they got that little rat there too. And a little chihuahua.
I do.
Yeah, they got a little chihuahua. Looks like a rat with no hair. Yeah.
Corbred, you're right on that.
What I'm thinking about is not fit in a. Oh, will not fit in a tent. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about that one too. Yeah.
Well,
The frozen flurry, I don't mind helping people on out. I just hate it when the government is the one that's helping the people on out and they don't have no they don't try to control it. So it's not even help anymore. It's just the way the government does it, it's just making our country worse. Now, for us as an individual to make a choice to help somebody on out, I think that's great. But having our tax dollars go to help people on out, hey, our government was not set up to take care of the people. Our government was set up for the people to take care of the government, not the other way around.
Well, the government's got to understand who they work for. They work for us. We don't work for them, and they have forgotten that a long time ago.
Yep.
You know, when a senator or something like that, you know, you see a senator and you're supposed to be, well, I'm a senator, I'm important. Listen here, asshole, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be a senator because you got voted in. You're not important.
Exactly.
You're a civil servant. As I like to call them, simple servants. That's what they are, simple servants.
Well, as soon as you have the government doling money back to us that we paid them, then they have control of us, whether it be Social Security or whatever it is. I mean, realistically, we should be responsible for our own retirement, not government being responsible for it.
Well, see, that was set up in 1939. And in 1938, they set up for the railroad workers, okay, a retirement fund. And they took so much out of their pay to pay for the retirement fund, the pension fund for the railroad workers. Well, in 1939, they decided to do that for the American worker. Take so much out and put it back towards his retirement so he didn't have to worry about how he was going to make his retirement last.
Okay, but what's wrong with it is it's a chain letter. Okay, you know, most people that start collecting Social Security will actually collect more than they pay, or collect more than what they paid in. And the way that works is because of inflation, that it's a chain letter. They expect more. That's why they want to bring in the illegal population and make them legal. So now that they're paying into the system, paying into Social Security to make it grow. So when those people retire, they're going to have to even grow the country that much more, because all Social Security is just a chain letter.
Well, I understand that, but if you took your Social Security, okay, now on the average, I paid $250 a weekend towards my Social Security. That was on an average, and I did that for 30 years, okay, and then that wasn't my Medicare that I paid $250. Then my federal taxes, my state taxes, and all that. I paid around $700 a week in taxes, on an average for the last 25 years. I make damn good money, but I also paid out damn good money in taxes, and because most of my money was made on overtime. Back when I first started doing the garbage business, they didn't have hours for truckers. You could work as many hours as you wanted, and for like 10 years, I worked anywhere between 80 and 100 hours a week. And that, that was all overtime. For the first garbage company I worked for, I only made $4 an hour. Then I made $6 an hour up to 60 hours. I know there's a lot of nights I didn't come home. And after 60 hours, I made $8 an hour. And then the guy paid me cash $8 an hour after 60. So, and this was back in 82. So $8 an hour back then was a lot of money. Okay. Then I went to work for this other garbage company. I started out for them at $10.50, and then I was making, my base pay was $16.83 when I was fired 20 some years later. But that was my base pay. But I would make $35-40 an hour because I got paid on an incentive. And the faster I worked, the more money I made. And, and then they paid me $35-40 an hour, and they would pay me that for the entire week, and then pay me time and a half overtime.
So were you making more than say what was it, 60 or 80,000 a year?
I was making around 115 to 130,000 a year.
Okay, so you weren't paying Social Security on all that money then?
Yeah.
No.
After 80-some thousand, you don't have to pay or something like that. But until then,
right, yeah. So you only had to pay that 12.4% for Social Security, Medicare, up to the 80,000 or whatever that was. I don't remember what it was now.
I can't remember what it is either. But yeah. But you still had to pay your federal, your income, and your other applicable.
Yeah, but that's not for retirement. That's for all the other elements of government.
No.
What I'm getting at is most people. Some people will get more than or get less than what they paid in, but most people will get more money out of Social Security than what they paid in.
What was that, Kath? Yeah, but yeah. Plus, I paid my retirement fund too. I'm a Teamster member. I got a Teamster pension. In fact, I'm going to call them after the first of the year and see about getting my pension started, because I can get that now that I'm 58. So.
Well, Social Security is set to thrive on inflation, is what it is.
Right.
And so that's why I'm saying. I mean, we need, and that's government setting up our retirement for us, setting it up to fail.
Right. Well, if the government took $2.3 or $3.2 trillion from Social Security and never paid it back, they tell you they have, but you don't see any payments ever get paid back. You don't see any difference on the Social Security. They haven't paid it back. They haven't paid anybody an interest either.
Actually, they have been paying it. They have been paying it back over the years.
Are they paying us 19% interest that they charge?
I don't know what the interest rate that was agreed upon, but they've been paying it plus interest, and it runs out soon.
Yeah. Well, there should be more than enough money in the Social Security if they paid the interest, and if the Social Security was making interest on the money that was in there.
What hurt Social Security is, that's not what hurt Social Security. It's when they started taking this money and saying, okay, well, you had children, your children get to collect Social Security now.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the SSI that the state gives. I'm talking about, the government saying, okay, well, your wife died. Okay, you get to collect SSD for your children until they're 18 or 21, etc. They started doling out more and more funds, and that's what's been bleeding. That's what's been bleeding Social Security. They've been very liberal with giving the money out that we trusted them with.
Right. Well, know what I'm at. I don't think any kid ever get Social Security, disability, or Social Security, anything, until after they've hit the age of 18. Okay. Between the ages of 0 and 18, that's the parent's responsibility. It ain't no different if my kid, I got to take care of my kids until they're 18. Okay. Even if they're sick or whatever, if I'm not getting social, I have to take care of them. I got to pay for all their bills. I got to pay all their medical. Got to pay all their housing and everything. So,
I believe.
Hey, I totally agree. And I'll take it one step further. I don't think a person should get it even after the age of 18 if they haven't paid into it, because Social Security is meant for people that have paid in for it.
you're right.
It's not meant for their children. It's meant for those that actually paid it into it for themselves.
Right.
You got people with anger issues getting it,
Oh yeah,
drinking problems getting it. That is just bullshit.
it is bullshit. So, I know two people that ain't never had a job in their life that paid taxes, and both of them are getting like $800 a month Social Security free money. One of them's got like 9 kids, and they're all getting it. Yeah.
And he's a druggie. He's only sold drugs all this
Yeah,
life.
he's always sold drugs. He's never had a job one. Never collected a paycheck, never paid 1 penny of Social Security in.
Now, junkyard, I totally agree with that part of it. I have no problem with the spouse or ex-spouse drawing on their husband or former ex-husband on Social Security. I'm in support of that part. It's the kids that I have a problem with. Put it this way: my brother Eugene, he lost his wife back in the 80s from cancer, and being that he lost his wife, he instantly started getting $400 a month for each child, and they were only like 6 and 7 years of age. Now, my brother Eugene had a great job. I mean, he was making $80,000 a year as an RN. He didn't need the money, but being that his wife died, the kids automatically got Social Security. And that's the part where I say, hey, you know what, this is not right. That's not what it was intended for.
Well, one of my granddaughters, her dad passed away, and she's a step granddaughter. Her dad died of a drug overdose, and she gets Social Security every month. And I was asking my child, so what are you guys doing with that money? It goes into an account. Now this girl, she's really smart. My granddaughter, she's really smart, and they're putting it into an account for her. So when she goes to college, it's all paid for. She doesn't have to take out any loans, just some grants, stuff she don't have to pay for or pay back. But
right.
Her college will be all paid for.
That's what my brother did with that Social Security money he got for his kids too. Is he didn't need the money. He just put it into savings for when they went to school.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, that's a smart thing to do. But regardless how they spend the money, they shouldn't be getting it in the first place.
Right. Well, her dad was a druggie too. Never worked a day in his life. I don't understand it myself, but
yeah, our system was totally screwed on up, and it's designed to fail. It's designed to go broke. I mean, it can never go broke as long as people are paying into the system, but the money doesn't balance out.
Right.
I
Now,
mean, you look at the money that you paid in back then when you made it. That money should be worth 100 times more than what you paid into it.
you're right.
But it's not worth that much more
Well,
based on inflation.
You're right, because I should probably have about $3.5 million worth of Social Security credit. Okay. But by the time you figure what I paid in and what it should be with, inflation and, interest and everything else, or with interest on that money, especially what the government gets for interest, I should probably have $3.5 million worth of Social Security credit. I don't. I do get probably more than most people do on Social Security.
Mm-hmm. No, junkyard, I got to correct you on that. I mean, you're right about the 40 quarters paid into it. Okay, but if the parent, like me, if I had my 40 quarters in, which I did, but if I had it, I would have still qualified for the SSDI. It would have been a lot lower income, etc. So when it comes to disability, it's not 40 quarters. I mean, you can be an 18-year-old kid, get a job, work for 6 months, get injured, and never be able to work again and qualify for SSDI. You only get like $50 a month. It won't be much, but you don't have to have the 40 quarters for SSDI. But the other thing is, junkyard, is whether it be Social Security or SSDI, there's no 40 quarters involved when it comes to your kids getting Social Security, and that is not state funded money. My daughter has never worked. She qualified and I tried to stop it. I didn't want her to get it, but they got her on they put her on SSDI. She's never worked for Social Security, but she gets it based off of me, regardless of my quarters or not. She gets her income based off of what I paid in.
All right.
Just like my spouse would. Now, there's a lot of those people, like what you're saying, they're getting SSI instead. Maybe their parents didn't work into and pay into the Social Security system. Then they don't qualify for Social Security. Then they have to get the SSI, the supplementary income.
I think I got my 40 quarters covered. Yeah. Like my my retirement for Teamsters was supposed to be $2,500 a month. You know what my retirement's worth? $650 a month. I paid into it at the point where it was supposed to be worth $2,500 a month, and now it's worth $600.
And all you get is $600.
Yeah. You remember years ago this guy named Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy Hoffa, he decided he would loan a mobster some money, and the money he loaned a mobster come from our local union out of Jackson, Michigan. That's where the money come from. They borrowed $5 million. Well, the government said we had to pay that $5 million back. As far as I know, when I retired in 2012, we were only like $1 million paid into that, because the government put 19% interest on the money. So, and we were paying the money back to the government, not back to the Teamster pension fund. The government got the money. So, all our pension funds from our local union took the hit, which I think is bullshit.
Well, the only thing I can say on that is if you're involved in a union, you're responsible for what your union does with that money.
Well, yeah, but this is back in the 50s when this happened, or 60s. So this, that happened in the 60s when he, Hoffa loaned the money. So you figure 50 years later, it would have been paid off by now, but it's still not paid off. And in fact, our local here is gone now. There is no more local here. So they have to go to the national now to get the money. I started paying Social Security honestly at the age of 12 years old. I started working for a farmer. I started getting a paycheck. I started paying Social Security and my taxes. I worked for a woman named Lilo Bailey at the age of 12. At the age of 13, I worked for a guy named Victor Canaro, and I started working for him forever. I worked for him until I graduated from high school. At the first year I worked for him 4 months. The second year, I worked 9 months a year for him. I was off during the winter. That was it. Come first part of March, went back to work, and we worked till December.
Well, what I would rather see, just not to really change the subject, and it's not, but what I'd really like to see is for Social Security to be shut down, and for the feds to put a tax that if you don't get any of this tax money back, but if you don't set up your own private retirement plan and invest into each paycheck on into it, then you get a tax on not doing it.
The only problem is if they made everybody open up a retirement plan now, there'd be so many crooked scams out there. These people wouldn't even have a leg to stand. They would lose their assets.
But where I'm at coming from that is I'm responsible for where I decide to. If I get greedy on where I want to invest my money, then I deserve to get screwed over. We got to get back to us being responsible for our own choices.
That's not it, though. You could have a company say they're the reputable ones in the world. Okay, the most reputable in the world. So you get 90% of America puts their money into that account or into that company. All of a sudden, the guy says, "Hey, I'm gonna put all this stuff in a Swiss bank account or whatever, and it's gonna be mine." And goodbye. Everybody's lost all their money.
There's always the possibility, but you know what? We're doing that same thing with our Social Security money. It's goodbye anyway.
Right.
I would rather be responsible. Now, if I decide to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to put my money in Umpqua Bank in a savings account. I'm going to get low interest rates, but I'll be getting something returned out of it, and it's safe." Whatever route that I chose to do to invest my money, whether it be put in a savings account, to buy stocks, whatever it may be, it's my choice.
Right.
But I'm responsible how I invest that money, and I better have a good portion of it invested in a safe site.
Now, my son, he does the stock markets, and me and Kevin, we're doing that Dogecoin with Danny. But my son, he owns 0.05%. So that's 1/5 or 0.05% of 1% of a Bitcoin. Cost him $200 for that 0.5%. And right now he's averaging about $25 a month on that 0.05% profit. Invested in a rifle and an itty bitty bullet. There you go.
That's a good investment. Well, we keep on thinking the way America has come to, we think of it as only investment is in investing in so we can have that high income coming on in our retirement years. But realistically, what our retirement should be is making sure our home is paid for.
Right.
Making sure that we can live off of a whole lot less when that time comes. When we actually go to retire, we don't have to be able to. Now, if we can get to the point where we can travel, but not everybody is going to be in those shoes. You best make up to where plan for the future where you have a home, you know, where you can grow some food and take care of yourself, you know, some supplement your income that you've invested into. You
Do a
know,
reverse mortgage. They pay you for your house. You get to live there. All you gotta do is keep up in the taxes. And then
yeah,
when you kick it, they get the house, and you've lived there rent free plus got a paycheck.
that to me that's a scam. They make you out like a bandit on that stuff. Anytime that you start dealing with the corporate world on stuff like that, they've got the numbers in their favor.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, hey, I want to leave something for my kids. You know, I mean, I don't want the reverse mortgage. I don't want the Social Security. You know, to be able to grab my money and grab my home. I want my daughter to have this when I'm gone. I'm not reversing mortgage. Yeah, maybe I can't live the way that I want to live, but I can live the way that I need to live. I'm not, you know, I only make $850 a month, and I'm not getting other than my Social Security check. I'm not getting any more money than that, and I'm able to survive. You know, it's definitely, and I'll still be able to leave my house to my daughter.
right. I gotta go live where you live.
Well, you know, hey, you know what? If I hadn't had my parents' help getting me started, you know, if they hadn't been able to leave something in the will for me when they died, it would be a lot harder for me.
Right.
I want to do the same thing for my daughter. You know, I mean, I know that I'm spending my children's inheritance. That's a fun thing to say and everything, but realistically, I want to be able to pass on what I've been able to do. I want to do for my kids what my parents did for me.
Oh, I know. I did. My house payment here is $811 a month. So, um, when I first bought this place, it was $475. Then they put the taxes and everything else in on it. Now it's $811 a month. But we're trying to get this thing refinanced. I'm going to start at the first of the year and see about getting it refinanced through a bank, get my payments lowered. I have a lot more money in the bank, but I had a car payment, paid the bills. We still had money.
Mm-hmm.
Not much, but we had some.
Well, I'm able to, even though I make $850 a month, you know, off of SSDI, I'm able to still put money aside. I'm putting probably about $250 a month aside that I can save up for whatever I need to save up for. You know, but you know, I don't go into debt on anything. I do have a couple of credit cards, but I don't charge on them. I have them for if I ever have to, it's there. But I hope to God I never have to use a credit card. I'll do it without first.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that credit is bad. I'm not saying that person shouldn't take a house mortgage out, man. I mean, you gotta, one way or the other, whether you take a private contract, you know, on buying land or you go to the banks. Either way, you're going to have to, you know, to get a start in life. But man, I'd strongly encourage people to get into that place because land is going to do nothing but go one up.
Right.
You know, and it's the only way to survive.
My daughter and son-in-law, they just put their house up on for sale on market, and they just put a bid on a house with, I don't know, 2 acres, 2 bath, 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom, something like that, for $183,000. I said, "You guys can afford that?" Yep. So good.
$183,000 is not much anymore. I mean, my place here, when I bought this place was $30,000. It's appraised at $180,000 just for the bare land now.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. When my other house that I had over there on the other street, when I bought it, I give 10. When me and Kathy bought it, we give 10 grand for it. And then I did $100,000 remodel on the house. Roof, the walls, everything, windows, doors, new garage, decking, the whole 9 yards. And I put a new basement underneath it. Well, it went from that $10,000 to $186,000, which was great. And then the housing market took a dump in 2008. And when it took a dive, I lost so much money on that house. It was pathetic. Overnight, I was 50% down. I owed more on the loan, twice as much on the loan as what the house was worth.
Well, now, you know, now that you brought that up, I've had this is the first home that I've had, and I've gone through times like that there, where things would take a dive. I've always had the mentality that if I'm going to buy an investment into a home, I know that the land value will crash. It always does, always has. So I don't sell. I make sure that when I buy something, that when it does crash, I can still afford to keep it until it recovers.
Well,
You know,
I did too, but I had a good job and everything else, but I got fired, and then the housing market took a shit.
that's what I'm getting at, though. I mean, if you get fired, you can't afford it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You have to plan. You have to plan for losing jobs.
Well, I
And that's
understand that, but we got hit twice. We got hit by the housing market and by by me getting terminated. So, and it wasn't that I deserved to be fired. They did it because they wanted to, and I took them to court and I won. But it took me 3 years in 3 different courts because I won every time I went to court, and they kept appealing it and appealing it and appealing it. And what they were trying to do was starve me out to the point where I would just give up and go away. And I flat told them it wasn't going to happen. I didn't care if I was eating, dirt off the ground. I wasn't giving up and I wasn't going away. I was going to make them pay and make everybody know what a piece of shit company they were. I was fired over a bet. I was fired honestly over a bet.
Over a bet?
Over a bet. He had 2 managers. One manager was here, and the other manager was a former manager here, but he was a manager in Toledo. And the manager here said, I'm going to fire his ass. And the other manager says, I bet you a bottle of whiskey you can't do it. Well, the manager in Toledo won the whiskey because he couldn't do it. So,
Wow.
and I found that out after the manager in Toledo quit, and he was working for a different company, and I seen him in a landfill, and I was talking to him. He said it was all over a bet. He said, Matt, the guy's name was Matt. Matt said he was going to fire you, and I told him there's no way he could do it. And he said, you want to bet? And I said, I bet him a bottle of whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty low.
You're right. So if I ever see the guy, I got a Louisville Slugger with his name on it. So
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you there. That's chicken shit.
it is.
You see that type of stuff in the movies.
Right. Well, see, I caught a telephone wire with the top of my truck, and they tried to say that I was on the wrong side of the road. Well, you got traffic runs this way, right? I was backing down, going with the flow of traffic, backing down to the end of the dead end street because there's no place to turn around. Well, they lied to the judge. They tried telling the judge that they had permission to turn around in the driveway. So the judge said, go get the permission slip. I want to see it. Well, they couldn't produce that. Then they told me there was a they told the judge there was a turnaround down there. And I told the judge the turnaround is a foot narrower than the road is anywhere else. There's no turnaround down there. Well, they lied and they lied and they lied. Then they tried to tell the judge that it was against the law for me to back down that lane of traffic. I should have been on the other side backing down. And they brought in a state trooper, the union did, and the head state trooper of Michigan, the guy that makes all the decisions. He said, I wouldn't care if that guy was backing clear to Jackson, 35 miles. As long as he's in that way, that lane of traffic going that direction, it does not make a difference. He is not breaking the law. So, and I went to Detroit, or I did an arbitration here. Then I went to Detroit at the Court of Appeals up there. And then I went down to Cincinnati at the 7th District Court of Appeals down there. And I won all 3 cases. It cost him well in excess of $1.5 million just for their lawyer. I tried to tell him, hey, you want to stop all this nonsense? Give me $500,000, call me goodbye. They didn't want to do that. But they ended up paying me. They paid their lawyer, and they paid the Teamsters lawyer fees too.
Wow.
So, but it was all over a bet.
Yeah, that's chicken shit.
Yeah. Well, the day that it happened, when I'm sitting there, he comes out. This guy is like 29 or 30 years old. Okay, just a kid. Used to play professional baseball for the New York Yankees or whatever. Played 1 season for them. His name's Matt Terrell. You can look at him, look him up. Matt Terrell. Anyways, he come out there and he says, I can't believe you don't know how to drive. I said, what do you mean I don't know how to drive? Well, you're going the wrong way down on this lane. I said, no, I'm not. I'm going the right way. I'm going with the flow of traffic. He said, all the years of driving, I can't believe you don't know how to drive. And I looked right at him after he said that to me the second time. I said, you know what? I was driving before you jacked off your very first time, so don't tell me how to fucking drive. Oh, that was it. He said, I'm done with him. Take him back to the shop. So, it's one thing to talk to me, but it's another thing to try to belittle me.
Yeah. Well, Doug, my battery is just about dead. I got to go inside and get this thing plugged on in.
All right. Well, I got to get my dishes done, then go downstairs and make room for the water guy. So, y'all have a great day. Take care.
Y'all take
Bye,
care.
Bonds.
Bye, y'all.